Hi guys, how you doing today? I do not know if I should wait for anyone to join the live video because I did not tell anybody I was going to be coming live today. I was just trying to, surprise you guys to number one, appreciate everyone who is following this page, and I hope I have been some sort of motivation to you one way or the other. And also, I know the people who would be fortunate to be on this live video are those people who are following this page, which is one of the good reasons for you to be following this page. I know if I was live on my main page, a lot of people will be trooping in, and I actually do not want to talk to a lot of people. I just want people who are interested in listening to whatever I want to say. People who are willing to be motivated, people who want to talk about some certain things, which is one of the reasons why we created Boss Studio, so that we will be able to, rub minds and have some certain conversations. So our last topic, which was what I talked about, was I don't know if anyone can remember what we talked about the last time. We talked about self-esteem. That was where I mentioned that some of the people you look up to, sometimes they are your major competitions. They don't look like that though, but most times you want to become them, and they are curious of what you can become, and it scares them. So sometimes you have to be very picky when it comes to the person you run to for advice and the person you're trying to look up to, because a whole lot of people are still trying to get their shit sorted. Not like everybody has a perfect life. So many things, so many imperfections out there. A lot of people are just covering it up with their clothes and pretty faces, and you do not know much about it. So today I would like to talk about what I titled the mind, the human mind. Because to everything you choose to become, the things you choose to do, how you choose to go with your life, and the decisions you make, sometimes or most times it has to do with your mind, the mindset. Now, if sometimes before we talk about the mind, certainly I would like us to also have a kind of branch. Let us just branch out our environment, because there is a way your environment affects your mind. There is no way you're going to talk about stew and you're not going to talk about Maggi and salt. There is no way you're going to talk about a child and you're not going to refer to the parents. So there is no way you're going to talk about the human mind and you're not going to talk about the surroundings of that human, the person you're discussing, their minds. Now, if a plant does not grow well, if you plant a seed and the plant is not growing well, what do you blame, or who do you blame? Do you blame the sand, the ground? Do you blame the plant? Do you blame you for planting it there? Because most times people get to blame the plant. They feel like maybe maybe the seed was not good, or it was not properly dried, or this or that. But the truth is, sometimes the major problem is not the plant, is not the seed. Most times it's the place you're planting your seed. It's like you going to plant, let's say cocoa, or a major plant that needs to be properly planted under the ground. It's like you planting it on a loamy soil, or a soil that is going to easily wash away. Sometimes when a plant is not doing well, you don't blame the plant, you blame the environment in which you plant the seed. Because it is the place that you plant your seed that determines how well it's going to grow, no matter how much you water your fruits. Okay, if you go to the mountain and you went to the plant to plant yam that needs to be deep into the soil for it to grow well, and then you keep on watering the yam, putting water, it will not grow because you're planting it in the wrong environment. So it affects the growth of the plant and the seed. But if you plant this thing in the proper place, in the proper ground, you have to and you get to water it, you will see reward for your effort. Now this is also applicable to human beings. Sometimes your environment would affect your growth. The kind of people you surround yourself with, the kind of things you do around the people you are, the kind of places you go, the kind of songs you listen to, the kind of books you read, the kind of movies you watch, the kind of people you conversate with, the kind of people you seek advice from. Those are your environment, and you are the plant. So if you are in the wrong environment, if you're planted in the wrong soil, you're in the midst of the wrong people, it's very, very likely that you're going to be having a problem with your growth and the kind of choices you make based on your mindset. So what I'm trying to say in general is that there is a way your environment dictates the kind of life you live, the kind of mindset you have, the kind of decisions you take, the kind of way you handle things, and the kind of person that you are. Okay, let's say for instance you have two friends. One likes to party, the other likes to do makeup. And you are just a friend, not like, okay, you've not even figured out what you love. It is very certain that you're going to spend the rest of your weekend going to parties. And the other friend is going to be responsible for your makeup because you do not have a problem. One has the link to the right parties you could go, and the other would do your makeup so you feel like you do not have a problem. Now, there is no way you would have a mind to think about what is going to do for this weekend. Should I go to the library? You will never go to the library because your friends are not the library type. It's either you follow your friend to the studio to record a song, if he likes a song, or you're preparing or booking a ticket to go for a concert to watch an artist because she likes songs, she likes artists, she likes going for shows, or you're preparing for a party or anything because those are the people you surround yourself with. So most times their choices of daily activities could influence yours, deliberately or indeliberately. So most times you find yourself in a circle because you keep doing the same thing all over and over again, taking advice from same set of people. If you find yourself in a situation whereby you're not moving forward, you're not doing anything productive. It's not every time that it's village people. Village people too are busy. They have so many things they're doing. So sometimes you check your environment, the people you're having conversations with, the people you're seeking advice from. Maybe those people even need advice. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So if you have a problem with growing in the right environment, choosing the set of people you conversate with, you seek advice from, you're going to have a problem with your life generally. You're going to have a problem with your decision making. You're going to probably have, at some point, make wrong decisions because you're surrounded with the wrong people. Now, how do you choose the right people for your growth? Look at yourself. What are the things you like? What are the things you want to achieve? What are the things you want to do? What are the plans you have for yourself? Who are the people having similar plans with you? Having same energy. Okay, let's say for example, you want to be an artist, you want to be singing, you have a friend too who wants to sing, not like she's actually interested in singing, but for freelance, she just wants to, probably she feels like she has the talent of singing, but so she feels like she can sing. So you feel like, okay, she's the right person for you to make friends with. Does her energy match with yours? Is it matching? She does not have the same energy. It's just a freelance. She's not really particular about wanting to sing. She just feels like, okay, she has a talent, so she could as well want to sing later. But you want to be an artist. That's everything you've always wanted to be. So your energy is not matching up with us because she has a very low energy for this. So there is a way you can match up with. There is no way she'll be able to match up with yours. So most times, if you're saying that, okay, I have a slight I have a slot for an audition for us to go for. We'll have the chance to get to record our songs for free in the studio if we win this audition. She might be like, oh, is it this weekend? I have something for this weekend. Or can we pick another day? She's not giving the right energy because she has alternative to the things she wants to do. or like you, whose mind and body and soul is fixed on this thing that you want to do. So apart from you picking someone who has same dreams as yours, do they have the same energy? Are you guys on the same energy level? Are they particular about what they want to do with their lives, with this route you want to take? Are they certain this is the thing they want to do? Are they sure? Are you sure this is the right person to choose? So it's just like the same way when they tell you that the kind of partner you choose, it has a way it affects your life. It's the same thing as the kind of friends you choose. The same thing as the kind of whoever it is, your friend, your boyfriend, your husband, your anything, the person you choose to spend most of your time with. Because there is a way the things you constantly do every day stick to your head. Before you know, it becomes a routine. If you keep doing something every day, it becomes an act. At some point, it becomes a routine. You just find yourself doing it every day, over and over and over again. So, choosing the right environment, number one. Then choosing the person that has the same energy as yours, the same vibe, the same, it's burning inside them. So, like I said earlier, you want to become an artist. You've not even read any song, and you've not even read any book that has to do with music. You studied engineering, fine, you went to school, you've not read any book outside ever since you graduated. There are a lot of people, for example, myself, there are a lot of people that years after they've graduated, half of the things they learned, the theoretical aspect of it, not like they can even remember most of it, apart from the practical, because I'm more of a practical person than a theory person. So sometimes the way to refresh your mind is read some books. Typical African, let me say black, generally, most of us are not readers. We really find it so tiring to read. It gets boring sometimes. So if you're not a reader, sometimes you could do normal video, like YouTube. There's some courses that if you attend, you don't have to read. There's an audio attached to it, so you just click it, you listen. So there's a person reading to you, you're just listening. You could just go, like, probably on your walk, you're walking, you have your earpiece on, you're listening to something. What are the things you read? What are the things you listen to? Who are the people talking to you? If you want to, one thing about my dash of friend, you want to seek an advice from someone. Okay, you're having a problem with you achieving your dreams. You're seeking an advice from someone that does not have a job. Is it connecting? So, and I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. One of the like the major, the help you need in life, like, there is much help you can help yourself than what help you can get from the outside world, because everybody is busy figuring out their lives. I've said it. Even if you're trying to, everybody wants you to do good, but not everybody will want you to do better than them. So typically, if you critically get to think about it, it's like the whole life is a competition. Everybody is competing with each other. Now, you have a friend, you have a best friend. Your best friend wants you to do well. Does your best friend want you to do better than them? No. That's the bitter truth. Your best friend wants you to do well, to be great in life, make them proud. But she wants to make people proud too. She wants to do good too. But so automatically she wants to do better than you. So people don't get to have problem with their friends. People don't get to have problem with their friends until the friends start doing better than them. Envy will enter. Okay, let's say, for example, you have a best friend. You guys are single. One way or the other, you start having a boyfriend, a very caring boyfriend who calls you almost every time, wants to take you out. Of course, just you alone. At some point, when you're out with your boyfriend, your friend is not supposed to be calling you. So when she calls, you be like, "I'll call you back." When it gets to repeat itself and over and over again, your friends start thinking that she my boyfriend. So because you have boyfriend now, you can't even talk to somebody on the phone. Are you supposed to be talking to your friend when you're with your boyfriend? No. But it's going to be hard for her to understand the fact that you now have a boyfriend, so you have a shared emotions. You can't always be there to talk to her. So to her, it's because you have a boyfriend. So it's not as if she's not happy that you have a boyfriend, but she's already feeling like, are you the first person to have a boyfriend? because she does not have a boyfriend. So if she has a boyfriend, she wouldn't even remember to call you, not talk of having a problem with the fact that you don't get to call her back. So most times when you move ahead of the person beside you, it becomes a problem. That is why it's most times safer to move alone. So you're not competing with anybody. You're not comparing your pace with anybody. You're not checking if this person is already ahead of you, because you're the only person running. So when you're tired, you could rest. When you've rest, you can start running again. Unlike when you're competing with somebody, even when you're tired, you don't want to rest. Because the competition is hot. You have to keep running, or this person is going to. So you're not resting. You keep running, and then you break down because you've not rested. You don't know the energy level of the person you're competing with. You don't know if they could run 1 hour without stopping. That is their strength. But you can run 2 hours, but you have to take a pause at some point to regain your energy for you to. But the person you're competing with can only run 1 hour and then faint. But you're competing with the person, you want to reach that 1 hour. But you can run 2 hours. But you still have to take a 1 minute pause. But you could not take that 1 minute pause because the person is running. You do not even know. You don't even know that you have a better chance of winning the game if you had rested. Because you're competing with the person, you do not know the level of their strength and how it works for them. So sometimes competition is a good thing because it helps you stay, active. You're always trying to beat somebody, so you're always trying to give your best. But at the same time, in the long run, it could be too much of pressure. If you were not competing with somebody, you could have had the time to sit and think, am I doing the right thing? Ask yourself, what are the things you're supposed to be doing that you've not been doing? What are the things you were doing before that is good that you've stopped doing that you have to start doing again? What are the things you should stop and not do at all? What are the things you should start doing afresh, or start all over again, or start for the first time? You have the time to think, re-strategize, reframe your stuffs, and start all over again. But when you're competing, you do not have that time to think, because the only thing in your head is the person you're competing with. So you make mistakes. Before you even know, you started living the life of the person you're competing with, because everything they do, you want to do something like that too, but do it in a better way. What if what they're doing is not even what you're supposed to be doing? So when you surround, it still boils down to the same thing I was saying before: environment. You surround yourself with an environment of friends who are competing with each other. Mutira Benz, Tayo not Tira Benz, Bimbo not Laura Benz there. Now you feel like you're not making it in life because you have not bought your own Benz. Because ever since Tayo bought Benz, Bimbo decided to buy her own Benz, and you have not bought your own Benz. But if you're not in anybody's circle, you won't worry about the fact that you have not bought your Benz, because you're going to buy a Benz. And as a matter of fact, probably you will not even buy a Benz. Probably you're going to buy something bigger than a Benz, but this is not just the right time. So there are so many ways competitions would ruin your plans if you're not very, very careful. And still talking about the mind, you have to start feeding your mind the right things they need. Read the right books if you are the kind of person that read. Listen to the right people. It's like someone that just got heart broken that's listening to Westlife. If you just got your heart broken, your boyfriend just broke up with you, you're going to bed and you're listening to Westlife. Oh my sukunti left my money. You are going to cry out your eyes, because if you are a lover of Westlife, you know how deep their words are for heartbreak songs. You taught me how to break heart. Whoa, you will cry, because the songs you will be listening to, you will not be reminding the first time you kissed, the time they told you that this love is forever, the time they told you that breakfast is not for you, the time you even did maybe you did blood covenant, that they said and that you get mad, you will run mad in the next 7 market days. You will cry. You will what should have any outbreak along Westlife? You want to die. Who should be listening to comedy? Who should be on Instagram checking skits? You should be busy looking for things that are going to make you happy. Because if you keep getting back to the emotional stuff, you sometimes even when I'm not heartbroken, when I listen to too much of sad songs, I start crying. I just put myself in a situation that somebody has broken my heart. I'm not even anybody's break at me. I'll break the heart myself and start to feel the emotion of the song. So there is a way what you listen to, the people you're talking to, the kind of food you're eating, the kind of places you're going affects your mind. And if anything is going to come out, anything good is going to come out of your life, it starts with your mind, your thinking. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? And there's so many ways these environment things, these things you do, this your daily routine affects your thinking. The spiritual controls the physical. Now, what do we tag as the spiritual? The spiritual are things you can't see, so it still starts from your mind. Do you know what it means when they say you can't find, if you keep looking for happiness outside, you can never find it where you are? Do you know what it means? Because you already have it in the back of your mind that your happiness is outside. So there is no way you'll be happy. You'll find happiness in the same place you are, because your mind is already telling you it's outside. But most times, you could find the happiness inside. Like you saying you do not like your boyfriend. It's not social enough. So you already know that this is not the kind of person you want to marry. You want to marry a social person that knows what's up, the latest on. So your mind is already outside on the street. But do you know you could make your boyfriend a social person by telling him what you like? What if he does not even know that you like a social person? Because you're always doing like a very calm girl. Meanwhile, anyone shit. You will not look over it. So most of you, the kind of environment and the people you even surround yourself with will not give you the opportunity to be the kind of person, the real person you are, because you have to try to fit in. So nobody knows the real person you are to relate with you as the real person you are, for you to even have the opportunity to have access to the real things you're supposed to have access with. Same in your relationships. Hello, me, your boyfriend does not even really know the true you, because you're always careful whenever you're together. So they don't even know how to love you. You go to your boyfriend as only Christian, only church, 24/7. Why ni kò mọ ẹ lọ party? Kí ló fẹ́ mọ ẹ ṣe lọ party? Nígbà tó yẹ kó rí òǹdàmú ẹ ló máa kọ every time tó bá ti lọ rí. So how would he know that you love parties? Even if he loves party, he will not be showing you that he too loves party, because he believes that you are kidding. So most times, we get so many things wrong, believing that it is actually wrong without knowing that we are the ones who are wrong. And sometimes if we start to take our time to fix the kind of environment we are, the people we talk to, the people we relate with, the people we are competing with, and starting to think about ourselves, making the right decisions, things we're doing that are wrong, reminding yourself that you are the only competition you have, and the competition is you doing better than what you did yesterday. Life is going to get easier. So I did not plan to stay long on this live video. I just started to do this live video because most of the videos we do is always very short, so we don't get to extensively discuss the topic. So today I just felt like, okay, I'm going to have us do a live video so that we can have an extensive version of me talking about all of the things, some of the things we always wanted to say. So I'm going to be a little bit busy this week, so that's why I decided to do a live video. So this one could take you through the rest of the week. So for the next week, we'll pick another topic and talk about it, and then it could be my normal short video or a normal live video. I'm going to post it here. So if you're following this page, you will always get a notification whenever I'm live to join the live conversation. I'm sorry today I was not able to take questions. It's because I didn't plan for a live video, and I'm actually trying to manage my time. So for next week, you can drop what topic you want us to discuss next week in my comment section, and then for next week I pray I have enough time for myself and you too. read your questions and get to provide answers to them, God willing. Thank you so much for joining this live video. And if you're not following Bukumi Oluwashina Secret Studio, please do follow us. And let us know what you think about this video and what you want us to talk about in our next video. And what else? Thank you guys. God bless you. I hope I've been helpful with my few words today. I'll catch you up next week. Merry Christmas in advance. I love you.